I was first introduced to pottery as a freshman. I had a TA in one of my first art classes that was a grad student in ceramics, which I didn't know was a thing. But I really liked her, and she had a lot of confidence in me and my work, so she really encouraged me to take a ceramics class. I took the class and I fell in love. Clay is a really difficult medium, and it was constantly breaking and just going wrong, and I was really struggling, but it was one of those things that I really wanted to tackle as opposed to getting like turned off to it. The process of making a cup can be done all different ways. A lot of people hand build cups. Other people make cups and pots and things on a potter's wheel by throwing. The process is called throwing clay. You take clay, you center it on a wheel, and then you pull up a wall and form a cup by throwing it on the potter's wheel. CASE is an event put on by Science for Life. CASE is an acronym that stands for Creativity in Arts and Science event. So it's an event put on that has 3 categories. There's just your basic science poster, there's artwork that's science related, and then there's a collaboration category where a UF science student and a UF art student pairs up and makes an art piece based specifically on that student's scientific research. So I met my partner, and this is the piece that we created. My partner does research in CIPN, which is chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy. It's a side effect of chemotherapy that causes specifically nerve damage. I was speaking to my partner about his research, and as a potter, I think a lot of times in sets, so I started asking him. I was like, oh, well, you know, what kind of nerves are you looking at, or what kind of symptoms are you looking at? And he pulled up a page, and I read through the symptoms, and they just absolutely sounded like things I could do on cups. It just occurred to me like, oh, well, duh, I'll just make a cup for it. So what I've done with these cups here is I've simulated symptoms of CIPN. Once a piece dries out and is bone dry, that means all the water that can absorb out of it in the natural environment absorbs out of it. I can load it into a kiln. I like making unique things. Whatever comes to my mind that's unique. So I don't think I have a specific form I like making. I just like to make things that are unique, and like that pleasure I get out of achieving, like making my vision happen in like a 3D form is really exciting for me.